Hi there, you crazy little clowns. Where's the background, you might be asking? Why can't I see Clowner on the face cam and his beautifully manly, most chiseled jawline? You know, I'm wondering the same thing. This stream's a little different. No face cam, it's the first time I've ever done that. We're changing it up for the new year. It's a simplistic stream today. So, the premise of this is based on sort of like how they do a Nintendo Direct, but it's even more simpler than that. I made some cards, some little information cards, which go over some key topics that I want to talk about of things that are coming for this year on my channel. Okay? That's literally the premise of the stream. It is that simple, easy to understand. So, I don't think I need to talk much further about the intro. There are a few topics that I want to go over of the main things that I intend on bringing to you guys for this year. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Let's go to the first one, which would be boom. You like that? All of the graphics are in this style. Pretty simplistic, pretty clean, if you ask me. So let's have a read. 15 new hero concepts coming in 2026. Isn't it weird to say 2026 now and not 2025? That is peculiar to leave my lips. But the hero concept videos, so far, I've made 4 of them in 2025. And they did very, very well. They got a lot of good reception. One of them especially got excellent reception, which, you know, not to brag or anything, was the one that I myself made, okay? I mean, not to, you know. Anyway, we're going to be making me and the gang. We're going to be making numerous more heroes this year, with at least 15 coming. The new one that is releasing as the next video on the channel after I make a summary of this stream as a video will be the one that's on screen. A female hero from, I believe it was from Chile, made by an artist called Valentine, which I have the absolute pleasure of showcasing on the channel. I'm very, very excited for that. That's going to be a joy to display, to showcase. And I've got a whole spreadsheet for it all. We've got numerous heroes lined up, planned up from numerous different artists, including myself, Valentine, of course, the one that I just showed here, Roat Studios, Banana Milk, Clementine, Yazoo. Am I forgetting anyone? That would be awkward if I was. I don't think that I am. I think that's all the ones that's planned, yeah. So, many different artists working on numerous different heroes. We're going to be bringing many in 2026. Isn't that fun? Isn't that awesome sauce? Isn't that unique? No? Anyway. Next graphic. Boom. Smash or pass videos. 4 new smash or pass videos at least coming in 2026. The next one that I have planned is up on screen, a League of Legends smash or pass. Now, I don't know much about League of Legends, if anything at all. I searched up Hot League of Legends girl, and this was the one that came up, so I used that for the PNG. I don't know this character. I do not know her name. I will probably forget it. That's, you know what? Fine with me. That's okay. League of Legends is going to be the first smash or pass that I do, but I want to spread them out throughout the year and do at least, well, I said 4 plus, so at least 5 smash or pass videos for this year. I don't have the themes for the other ones, really. I'm thinking maybe a funny one would be maybe SpongeBob. That would be an interesting one. That's kind of stupid. And I feel like the obscure ones, they do a little better, you know. Sort of why I've been putting off doing Smash or Pass, let's say Overwatch. Because the heroes in that game are conventionally attractive, you know. Doing a Smash or Pass of conventionally attractive characters, it just seems a little like, yeah, we get that. Oh, there's a Smash there. No surprise, right? Oh, the conventionally attractive character? The internet man said he'd smash them. Okay, well, you know what? That was to be expected. So there's that, but hey, if you have any suggestions for Smash or Pass videos, I'd be happy to hear them in the comments of this stream or any video. If you want to leave your ideas, I'm always open to that sort of thing, which is simply marvelous. Man, this stream is really relaxed. I don't have to worry about being on facecam. I'm not even wearing headphones right now. It's fantastic. Simply marvelous. I'm loving it. Right, next card. Boom. Art projects with a beautifully drawn piece up on the screen, but we'll get to that in a moment. More art, Overwatch collabs, and more coming in 2026. I intend on doing many more art project videos for my channel. They used to be grouped with the hero concept videos, but since I intend on doing a lot of the hero concept videos, I gave that a separate playlist. So on my channel, there is a playlist currently called Art. I think it's just called Art Projects, Overwatch Art Projects. And it is specifically the art, like the art, well, I suppose the art projects is the best word for it. I was trying to find a different word. The art collaborations and other things that we do revolving Overwatch. So last year we did quite a few collaborations. We did some group projects as well, where we designed some weapon skins and some skins for heroes that released, such as Juno and Venture, whatnot. So we're going to do many more things like that for this year. There's going to be more manufacturer collabs because I like cars. I like Overwatch. I did one already with Riot Studios, made an Audi collaboration for me. It was a birthday present. I loved it. And I showcased that. The one that's up on screen, Volkswagen. Oh my god. Bastion as the VW bus. Yes, frickin' please. Yes, frickin' please. Let's read the chat. Looking forward to the hero concept videos. Oh, so am I. Trust me, like lately, it's been the thing on my channel that I'm most excited for. I'm always excited to work on them. I'm always excited to produce them, and editing them is fun as well. Like, I love all of it. It's great. Plus, I get to dress up in a suit. I don't get to do that too often. That's fantastic. You know? I love those videos. Yes, me Bastion says Banana Milk. This was a Banana Milk art piece. This Volkswagen Bastion that's up on screen. There will be at least 3 skins or 3 items in a collaboration when I showcase it. Maybe more. Who knows? But that is definitely the teaser for that. There is a collaboration definitely coming this year by Riot Studios, which is an Invincible x Overwatch collaboration. How fun is that? I love Invincible. It's my favorite show. So me personally, I'm looking forward to that very much so. There's also some little mini ones I want to do. Like I want to do a hard light bundle. We already had a hard light weapon bundle, and just as a short video, I want to do another hard light bundle, just because it's fun. Why not, right? A second hard light bundle, imagining 3 other characters that get hard light skins. How fantastic would that be? Me personally, I'd love it, and I'd be gooing underneath the desk. But that's just me. Anyway, let's move to the next card swiftly. From art projects to, are you ready for the jump scare on screen? Ah! Music productions. More music. Young Felonious returns once again in a music production, and a Christmas album is going to be coming in 2026. Young Felonious, for those that don't know, Young Felonious is a character that I made, I think in 2024, actually. So 2 years ago now. I recorded a silly little video. My sister was the camera woman. She recorded me in London just going around getting footage, and I made a rap in like a posh British style just because I thought it would be stupid, funny. And it was funny. But I want to do even better with it. I want to bring him back. I want to record another video in London maybe, or with some green screens this time. And I don't know, I just think it would be really fun to make another music thing like that. That would be really fun. Christmas album. I don't know if you can hear my dog barking in the background, sorry. Right, Christmas album. This year, sorry, last year, it's 2026. Oops. In 2025, I actually planned to do a Christmas album, but it changed. I only ended up releasing one song, but the initial intention was to do a full album, which I didn't do. I'm bummed out about that. I'm annoyed that I didn't end up doing it all. So I want to bring back that idea for 2026 instead. So that will be releasing in November of 2026. That's like ages away. You know, you don't need to worry about that. You're going to forget about it, and then you're going to be surprised by the Clown.er Christmas album of 2026. Trust me, you're going to love it. It's going to be a pleasant surprise. The Young Felonious one, I do not have a date for, but I do want to do it at some point this year. So that's fun. I thought, you know, why not dive into music a little bit more, right? How about that? Ro at YouTube says Hard Light Echo. Banned from the chat immediately. As we move to the next one, more Clash. Oh my god. More Clash Royale, level 16 videos and more coming in 2026. Now, 2025 was the year that I actually stopped making Clash videos. For those that don't know, my channel was primarily two games. It flipped between Overwatch and Clash Royale, and I uploaded them pretty equally. Obviously, some points uploading more Overwatch, some points uploading more Clash Royale. But early last year, I stopped playing Clash Royale fully. Stopped making content, stopped playing it for joy, for the pleasure of the game. But I'm back. I'm back now. And at the end of 2025, I began making videos on it again, and I'm enjoying it. I'm liking it. So I do intend on bringing it back, not as a main game, definitely not as a primary game, but just as an every so often thing to play on the channel because I enjoy the game and I think that I can make some funny content on it. I think it's entertaining when I watch those videos back. Not to toot me own horn. I'm not supposed to find my own content entertaining, I guess, but yeah, there's that. So I think that's going to be a nice addition for those that watch the channel. I know there's my subscribers, my avid viewers. The viewer base of that is quite split between different things. So quite a lot of it is Overwatch. Quite a lot of it is Overwatch, specifically the art stuff of Overwatch, like the hero designs and the collabs and stuff. And then a pretty significant portion is Clash Royale as well. So I want to tend to all the audiences that watch my channel with a little bit of Clash. Why ever not? That's all I have to say about that. More Clash. Nothing too specific. Just more Clash Royale, full stop. When I say level 16 videos, I don't know if you've seen, but I made a level 16 Fisherman video. Recently they introduced level 16 to the game, and I want to do that similar video idea with other heroes, like a spotlight on a certain hero, titled in a funny way, and just make a deck around it and chill. I think it's fun. Simplistic, but fun. More Flying Machine, says Banana Milk. No, absolutely right, more Flying Machine. You can bet you're going to see him in like at least one deck in 2026. Possibly. Maybe. Right. Not many more cards to go, gang. Not many more. There's 2 more cards to go, okay? What could it be? Huh? The next one, montages. Another key thing of my channel. Overwatch montages and compilations coming in 2026. Holy moly. I don't do montages that much anymore, but man, do I want to get back in the swing of it. I used to, when I first started out on YouTube, I was the Doomfist montage guy and the Doomfist educational guy, I suppose. I used to do educational videos around Doomfist and montage videos around Doomfist as well. Now, I'm not as fond of the educational side anymore because it's not very personable, you know? There's not a lot of personality that can go into it, and I like being a personality. But with the montages, whilst it's less personable than, say, a video like a prop hunt one that I uploaded, it's still there's a lot of personality that you can put into it with the editing, which I think is very, very fun. So I do have a few montages planned. I think all of the actual solid ground montages that I have planned that I know that I want to do this year are Overwatch. I've like had thoughts about doing some for Marvel Rivals. I've even thought about possibly, because I've been playing Fortnite more, possibly doing something with that. But I've got no clue. No clue if I'm going to do that. That's simply a thought which I'm projecting to you guys randomly. So don't focus on that too much and expect it. But the Overwatch montages and compilations, I want to do one with the very, very upcoming Doomfist Mythic. That's what I plan. None of these are set in stone that I'm definitely going to do them, by the way. But I would love to do a Doomfist Mythic montage. I would love to do a Lego Bastion montage. And I would love to do a Undescript Reinhardt montage, which I'm not going to say what it is right now. But those are the three that I'm aiming to do. Definitely. Obviously, I want to do more than 3 in the year, but those are the 3 that are set in stone that I'm hunkered down on and I want to do. There it is. Montages in yellow. The final one coming up is live streams. A simplistic goal, but I want to live stream more in 2026 than in 2025. I did count it, and I forgot how many I did. So let's look it up. 24 live streams in 2025, meaning, not including this one, I want to live stream 25 times at the minimum in 2026. 25 live streams, a lot of live clowner content, most of which will be pretty similar to the live streams that I did last year. So, the recurring live streams, such as I have a mini series of live streams where I reach a certain level on a hero in Overwatch. So it will typically be level 50 or level 100. Just as like a stamp, if you will, for that hero on my channel. I like that idea, it being like a little stamp. So those live streams I want to do. I'm going to do some more loot box openings. Fun, right? Who doesn't love gambling? Love that. Some other live streams I want to do are, I want to bring back Minecraft live streams a little bit. I'm going to be playing a little bit more on the survival world in this year, and I'm going to live stream it every so often. Not as a regular thing, I reckon, unless it does particularly well. And I also want to try some other things. Now, I will say, in terms of the miscellaneous live streams, I won't leave it completely mysterious. This isn't set in stone once again, so don't be hunkered down that this is a solid idea. But what I want to do, there is this game that was introduced to me as a web game by Roert Studios, okay, my dear friend Rob, and it's like a GeoGuessr web game, except it's about the globe. It's called Global. I wanted to just live stream it because I love it. I find it so fun. And instead of just playing it, like I'm going to be playing it anyway by myself, I may as well live stream it, right? If I'm going to be playing it. And I thought it would be funny. This is a horrible idea for me in terms of live streaming because I don't like live streaming for a long period of time. But I thought it would be funny to have a mini series where it's like, the game is called Global, by the way. Playing Global for 1 hour, okay? Live stream, boom. Then the next one, playing Global for 2 hours. Uh-oh. And then 3 hours, and then 4, and then it will end at some point, but I thought it would be fun to sequentially increase it. And maybe I could make I don't know, it could turn into a video like best of Global or something. I don't know. There's ideas floating everywhere for me to nib. 24 hours of Global? Yeah, maybe not. I think I'd go insane. I'd get so goated at it, though, very quickly. But that is all the cards. We're done with all the cards. So as a brief rundown, more hero concepts. 15 hero concepts coming for the year. Whoa, at least. That's 15 plus, by the way, so 16. Sorry, I lied. 5 at least Smash or Passes coming in 2025, starting with League of Legends. Holy moly. More art, meaning more collaborations with Overwatch, fan-made collaborations, and more art projects in general coming in 2026. How fun. More music. I'm going to be making a Christmas album. Young Felonious comes back. How exciting in 2026. More Clash Royale for those that like the Clash Royale content on the channel. It's in red on this little card and the purple card. Nope, not quite. That's yellow. More montages and compilations coming in 2026. And the purple card, there it is. Live streaming, more live streams, at least 25 live streams for 2026. Gang, that's a simplistic stream. It's not even 30 minutes of stream. A third of my stream is intro. Folks, in 2026 you need to make more cards. Yeah. I need to have more. How about for 2027 I do the same thing, but I expand on it, huh? Have even bigger projects, even bigger aspirations and goals. How about you guys in the chat tell me, before I go, I want to hear some of your 2026 aspirations and goals. Some things you have in mind. Maybe just limit it to one. Just tell me one of the things that you're most excited for. About 2026 that you're working toward, that's a goal for you. Ooh, muy interesante. Muy interesante. Which means very interesting for those non-Spanish speakers. Let's hear what you gotta say, huh? New microphone for voice acting. Ooh, mama. That's exciting. That's very exciting. Getting into voice acting is incredibly, incredibly exciting. Even though it's stagnant for so long, I feel like once you make a name for yourself, you're pretty set in stone. People are gonna see you and see your name in projects and be like, "Hey, you want to come voice act for me instead? Ha! I got a project for you, bub." You know, that's what they sound like, by the way. Get back into animation. Fun. Love it. Hoping to see an animation from you this year. That would be very, very cool. Or let me rephrase that. I'm not hoping to see an animation from you this year. I'm excited to see the animation that you create this year. Because you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. Yeah. That's right. That's manifesting. I'm opening a Malteser. Nope, not a Malteser. I'm opening a Milky Way. Before I go. So good. Okay. Well, those were my goals of the year as a brief rundown, and some fan goals in the chat as well. How about that, guys? How beautiful is that? A very happy new year to everybody in this stream. This will be made into a more refined video, just as a highlight of this stream. For those that want a more refined rundown, if you are wanting to come back and be like, what was it that he said again? Watch the video instead of the VOD. That's going to be much more refined and skip out all of the pauses and the ums and the ers and the buts and the whatnots. So I'm going to call it there for the very, very short stream. Thank you, everybody who came along. I shall see you in 2026.